In life, there are moments when pain strikes so deeply, we start to question everything: our choices, our worth, our purpose, and even God's love. When dreams collapse, relationships break, health fails, or finances dry up, it's natural to wonder, why is this happening to me? It's in these moments of suffering that a dangerous thought can creep in. Maybe God is punishing me. But the truth is often the opposite. God is not punishing you. He's preparing you. Let's break this down and explore what that really means for your life, your faith, and your future. We live in a fallen world where suffering is part of the human experience. Even the most faithful people in the Bible, Joseph, David, Paul, experienced deep suffering. Yet none of it was meaningless. 1. Pain isn't always a sign of punishment, but he did. He wept. He felt abandoned. He cried out in agony. Before Joseph ruled in Egypt, he was sold into slavery and thrown into prison. Before Moses led Israel out of Egypt, he spent 40 years in the desert. These weren't detours. They were preparation, not because he was being punished, but because he was fulfilling a greater purpose. And sometimes the only way to get you there is through the very thing you were praying to be delivered from. Pain is real. But pain is not always punishment. But often, you're actually being set apart for something bigger than you can imagine. God doesn't promise comfort. He promises purpose. And often his plan looks nothing like ours. If pain automatically meant punishment, then Jesus himself, the sinless Son of God, would never have suffered. What feels like a delay might be divine protection. What seems like rejection might be redirection. So when you're hurting, it's easy to think you're being singled out by God. 2. Preparation happens in the wilderness. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your path straight. He allows trials to teach you endurance, compassion, and humility. When everything is going right, you may not grow. But in the fire, your character is refined. Before David became king, he was hunted like a criminal. In fact, it's the opposite. It means he sees value in you. Your wilderness isn't a waste. It's a classroom. God uses pain to strip away pride, deepen your trust, and clarify your calling. That means when God corrects, it's not to shame you but to shape you. If you've battled depression, you can comfort someone else who's in that pit. If you've lost someone, you know how to walk with others through grief. If you've hit rock bottom, you can point others to the rock that held you up. But faith isn't just about waiting for healing. It's about walking while hurting. The chapter you're in now might be heavy, but it's not the end. You are being prepared for something greater than you can currently see. It's trusting that God's hand is still on you, even when his voice is silent. Just as a loving parent disciplines a child for their good, God steps into our lives not to hurt us, but to heal us, guide us, and grow us. He didn't leave Jesus in the grave. He won't leave you in your pain. God sees the version of you that you haven't become yet. 3. Trusting his plan requires letting go of control. We often say, God, I trust you, but we mean, God, I trust you as long as you do it my way. True trust begins when we surrender our timeline, our logic, and our expectations. But one day you'll look back and realize that the pain that nearly broke you actually built you. That the tears you cried watered the seeds of your calling. That the season that felt like a setback was actually your setup. What you survive, he can sanctify. What broke you, he can bless others through. You may not see what he's doing behind the scenes, but God is a master of using pain as preparation. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Let go of needing all the answers. Hold on to the one who does. 4. God's discipline isn't cruel, it's loving. There is a difference between punishment and discipline. Punishment is about retribution. Discipline is about growth. Hebrews 12:6 says, the Lord disciplines those he loves. Discipline might feel painful in the moment, but it's proof that he hasn't given up on you. 5. Pain can be a platform for purpose. Some of the deepest ministries are born out of the deepest wounds. God never wastes a wound. Your story, no matter how messy, can be a powerful testimony of God's grace and faithfulness. 6. Faith means moving, even when it still hurts sometimes. We wait for the pain to end before we move forward. You may not see the finish line yet. But keep going. Keep showing up. Keep praying. Keep hoping. God is not done with your story. 7. Look at the cross, not just the crisis. When doubt creeps in and you feel like God has forgotten you, look at the cross. That's the ultimate proof of God's love. Your trials may feel overwhelming now, but resurrection always follows the cross. Final thoughts? God isn't punishing you. He's preparing you. You may not understand it right now. It may not make sense today. So don't trust your feelings. Trust His faithfulness. Don't cling to your pain. Cling to His promises. He's preparing you for strength, for growth, for purpose, for impact. Let Him finish the work He started in you.